The young and the restless spoilers. Daniel Romalotti is currently at a crossroads in his life, struggling with the aftermath of multiple traumatic events. Having recently forgiven his mother, Phyllis Summers, for her faked death, Daniel is once again faced with a significant loss. The tragic death of his true love, Heather Stevens, has left him emotionally drained, and the weight of his mother's kidnapping and the wrongful accusations against him only adds to his burden. This series of events has deeply shaken Daniel, and he now finds himself grappling with his purpose in life. Daniel's struggle with purpose and creativity. As Daniel tries to move forward, the need for a sense of direction becomes more apparent. He's lost in the void left by the death of Heather and the constant drama surrounding his family. Phyllis, ever determined to help her son, tries to ensure that Daniel has a meaningful job and a reason to get up every morning. However, Phyllis is also struggling to regain her footing, as her own life is spiraling out of control with the ongoing issues surrounding her kidnapping and wrongful accusations. As a result, Phyllis's attempts to help Daniel have been somewhat disjointed, as she too is trying to keep it all together. Daniel's need for purpose is critical, and it's clear that he cannot rely solely on his mother's assistance anymore. He needs something that will reinvigorate him, a project or passion that will help him channel his grief and pain into something productive. However, the harsh reality is that Daniel is struggling to see how he can achieve this on his own. His lack of direction is further compounded by the weight of his financial struggles, as he is living in a high-end apartment that, given his current circumstances, is hardly sustainable. Phyllis and the role of Danny Romalotti. Phyllis has done her best to help Daniel, but her own personal crises and complicated relationship with the rest of the world make it hard for her to be the anchor he needs. It becomes apparent that Daniel's father, Danny Romalotti, could play a vital role in helping him move forward. Danny, a musician, has been on tour with his partner Christine Cricket Blair, and they've been trying to keep busy with their work. Despite their busy schedules, Danny's role as a father has always been significant. Danny's presence in Daniel's life could be the catalyst he needs to regain his sense of purpose. In fact, the idea of joining Danny on tour could serve as both a physical and emotional escape for Daniel, as it would provide him with something meaningful to do while also allowing him to bond with his father and daughter, Lucy Romalotti. Being on the road with Danny could help Daniel find the creative spark he's been missing, while also offering him a sense of stability and connection that has been lacking in his life. Lucy's role in Daniel's life. Lucy Romalotti, Daniel's daughter, is another critical aspect of his life. Lucy is close to both of her parents, and her presence offers Daniel an emotional anchor. However, Lucy is also coping with her own challenges, including her emotional reaction to the complex dynamics surrounding her mother's death and her father's involvement in the events that led to Phyllis being wrongly accused of murder. As Lucy continues to be a source of love and support for Daniel, she's also seeking her own sense of purpose and stability. Having Lucy around, especially while on tour with Danny, could provide the emotional stability that Daniel desperately needs. It would give him a reason to push forward, knowing that he is providing for and caring for his daughter. Furthermore, being around Danny and Cricket could help Daniel regain a sense of purpose, as he learns how to cope with the challenges life has thrown at him and understand that his family has his back, no matter what. Tessa Porter's involvement. Tessa Porter, Daniel's new friend, might also play a significant role in his journey. Her artistic nature and supportive friendship could be the key to helping Daniel rediscover his creativity. While Tessa has her own emotional baggage, she and Daniel share a unique bond that could help him rebuild his confidence and sense of self-worth. It's possible that Tessa might even consider joining Danny and Daniel on tour, further deepening their friendship and offering the support Daniel needs as he navigates this difficult period in his life. Tessa's involvement with Daniel could be exactly what he needs to feel inspired again. Her presence could spark the creativity he's been desperately searching for, offering him an opportunity to start over, both personally and professionally. If Daniel is willing to embrace the potential of working with Tessa, he could find the support and artistic outlet that has been missing from his life. The future of Daniel Romalotti. As Daniel contemplates his future, the role of his family, especially Danny, Lucy, and Tessa, will be crucial. He must come to terms with his personal struggles and learn how to rebuild his life after the painful loss of Heather and the emotional toll of the recent chaos in his family. The potential for Daniel to join Danny on tour could offer him a fresh start and the opportunity to reconnect with his passion for music, as well as providing him with much-needed emotional healing. Whether he chooses to take a break and go on tour with Danny or stay in Genoa City and find a different path remains to be seen. What is certain is that Daniel's journey toward healing will require both external support from his loved ones and an internal reckoning with his past and his future. With the right guidance and emotional support, Daniel could find a way to heal and rediscover his purpose. Will Daniel take the leap and join Danny on tour, or will he find a different path to healing? Will he find his creative spark again, and what role will Tessa play in helping him do so? Fans will be eagerly watching to see what choices Daniel makes in the coming weeks. Daniel Romalotti's current situation in The Young and the Restless paints a picture of a man deeply struggling with his sense of purpose. Despite being given a job at Abbott Communications, Daniel finds himself disconnected and uninspired. His emotional state is at an all-time low, and he is in dire need of a creative breakthrough. The pressure from both his mother, Phyllis Summers, and Billy Abbott to perform at work is mounting, but Daniel's heart isn't in it. His talent and potential are stifled by the mundane office environment, and he needs a new direction, a fresh start. Daniel's struggle with his career at Abbott Communications. Billy Abbott, who has long been a supporter of Daniel, wants him to work at Abbott Communications, but he doesn't want to place him in a role that would make Daniel feel like a mere replacement. Billy's reluctance to involve Daniel deeply in the company could stem from his awareness of Daniel's internal struggle and the need for him to find a purpose elsewhere. Billy understands that Daniel needs to find something that reignites his creative spark, but the constraints of working at Abbott Communications feel suffocating for Daniel. On the other hand, Phyllis is in a difficult position. She desperately wants to help her son succeed, but she also has her own career to focus on at Abbott Communications. With the tension between her loyalty to Billy and her desire to support Daniel, Phyllis faces a significant dilemma. Does she continue to work alongside Billy at Abbott Communications, despite the lack of fulfillment for her son? Or does she help Daniel break free from the constraints of the corporate world and find something that truly ignites his passion? The role of Danny Romalotti and his band. As Daniel spirals further into uncertainty, his father, Danny Romalotti, enters the picture as a potential savior. Danny has been touring with his band and his partner, Christine Cricket Blair. His music career, although rooted in the past, holds significant potential for Daniel, who is in desperate need of a new path. Danny's offer to have Daniel join him on tour could provide the perfect escape for his son, a chance to rediscover his creativity and take a much-needed break from the pressures of Abbott Communications. Danny and his band offer not just a professional opportunity for Daniel but a chance for him to rediscover his love for music, which could spark his creativity and help him find a new direction in life. The dynamic between father and son has always been strained, but this could be the moment for Danny to help Daniel find his footing again, both personally and professionally. The road to redemption for Daniel might very well lie in the music industry, and with Danny's support, he could find a sense of purpose that has been missing from his life. Tessa's role in Daniel's journey. Tessa Porter has become a key figure in Daniel's emotional recovery. Their growing friendship, especially through their shared love of music, has brought some light back into Daniel's life. Tessa's natural creativity and passion for music resonate deeply with Daniel, and through their connection, he begins to see that there is more to life than just the corporate grind. Tessa's support, both as a friend and a creative partner, provides Daniel with the reassurance he desperately needs. As Tessa prepares to join Danny on tour and open for his band, the opportunity for Daniel to accompany her could be the turning point he needs. The tour represents more than just a professional opportunity, it's a chance for Daniel to rediscover his love for music, reconnect with his creativity, and, perhaps, even explore a new romantic connection with Tessa. While Tessa is committed to her family and her own career, her bond with Daniel is undeniable, and the tour could serve as an opportunity for their friendship to grow even deeper. However, the question remains: will their professional collaboration on the tour turn into something more? The sparks between them are palpable, but Daniel is still emotionally vulnerable, and Tessa is tied to her own personal commitments. Their growing friendship could evolve into a deeper romantic connection, but they both must navigate the complexities of their personal lives, including their respective relationships with others. Tessa and Mariah's family dynamic. As Tessa embarks on this new adventure, the question of how it will affect her family dynamic looms large. Tessa and Mariah Copeland have built a life together, and their daughter, Aria, is a significant part of that life. The thought of leaving Aria behind to go on tour may weigh heavily on Tessa, but in Genoa City, there is a strong support system. With a reliable nanny in place, Aria will be well cared for, allowing Tessa the freedom to pursue her professional dreams. For Tessa, the tour is an opportunity to grow as an artist and to support Daniel during this critical time in his life. However, the pull of family will always be present, and the balance between her career and her personal life will be something she must continually navigate. Her love for Mariah and Aria is undeniable, and the challenges of balancing family and career will likely continue to shape Tessa's decisions moving forward. Daniel's path forward. Daniel's future remains uncertain, but the potential for growth and self-discovery is immense. His journey toward finding his creative spark again will depend largely on his ability to step away from the pressures of Abbott Communications and immerse himself in something that reignites his passion for life and music. With the support of his father, Danny, and his growing connection with Tessa, Daniel has the opportunity to rebuild his life from the ground up. The tour with Danny and Tessa could serve as the catalyst for a transformative journey for Daniel. He may rediscover his love for music, heal from the pain of his past, and even find new relationships, both romantic and professional. But, as always in The Young and the Restless, the road to redemption is never simple, and the characters' relationships will continue to be tested as they navigate the complexities of love, family, and ambition. The big question remains: can Daniel truly find his purpose again, or will he continue to be lost in the shadow of his past? And will the bond between him and Tessa grow into something more, or will it remain a supportive friendship as they both work toward their respective futures? As fans eagerly watch the next chapter of Daniel's story unfold, it's clear that his path toward healing is just beginning, and the journey promises to be filled with challenges, triumphs, and unexpected twists.